Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter, with a fun jelly printing technique for you, and it is using your shape stencils that you probably have in your stash from, like, a million years ago, but we're going to give them new life. Isn't that kind of cool? You can get kind of like an offset print look. So these are some that I played with this morning, and I'm going to show you how to do the one that I liked the best, and that was just kind of overlaying it because, it's fun. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do is recreate this one. Let's see how we do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need I've got this circle stencil here. I'm going to use that. I'm going to squirt some green paint directly onto my plate, and I apologize for the big glare there. That's from one of my overhead lights, but I don't think it can be helped. I guess if I moved things, probably, but oh, I'm lazy. What can I say? It's a Sunday morning, and I'm just kind of doing a little jelly print making between softball practices and pitching classes and digital photography badge earning and all that stuff. So, sometimes we just gotta roll with it, right? If you want to finally produce video, you'll have to go find Martha Stewart or something, I guess. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a texture to this, and I really love plastic canvas, and I actually got that idea from the Jelly Arts website. I saw them using that, and what a fabulous idea, because look, I can run my hands over it, and it's so thick that it doesn't get on my fingers, which is really great. See, look at that, my hands are just as clean as they were when I started. So now I have a cool texture, and I want to set that right side up somewhere so I don't get anything on it. Then I'm going to put this right down there. And try to remember the way you set your stencil down and the way you set your paper down. Trust me, it's helpful. And I'm just going to use regular, just regular paper, typing paper, to pull my first print. That's basically because I just want to remove some of this. But I mean, that's going to be a cool layer in its own right, but that's not really what we're going to use today. And now I'm going to remove this, and we got that really cool texture there, and I'm going to print it with another print. Now this is something like if you want to press your art journal into that would be really cool. But since I do have to line up a few things, I'm going to just use this paper because it'll be a little easier to handle. And now this is very cool on its own as well, don't you think? Really kind of funky, looks like limeade colors. And now I'm going to squirt some paint out of a tile here. Oh, you can see that right there on the edge. I've got some magenta, and I've got some yellow. And you can apply this with a paintbrush or whatever you like. I think I'll go in and add some yellow because it's my lighter color. And the magenta will mix quite well with the yellow. It's not going to get too brown. I totally just slopped that right over the edge, but oh well. And see, I can clearly see where my other circles were, so that's really helpful. And rinse off my brush really quick. You don't have to do a thorough cleaning. I'm going to go in with some of this magenta color, and we're going to use those tools that I forgot to show you the last time, and I grabbed them out, but I got distracted as usual and never showed you them, so I'm going to show you those today. You don't have to be this thick with the paint. I actually think I'm going to invest in some cheap craft acrylics for my jelly printmaking, because I noticed that I think that my homemade one, I used some cheap ones, and I really liked the cheap paints, and that way I can save my Liquitex for something else. Alright, so now, if I want some texture in this, I can do some doodling with these color shapers, and the cool thing about this is you can just kind of move things around. You can wipe out areas, you can add texture. It's just kind of like sculpting with the paints. You can push and scrape it out of the way. It's really fun. Now, if you want a little bit more texture, which I kind of do, I'm going to take this corrugated paper, which I have from Paper Mart. Love this stuff, and I have so much left over from different projects. Now I can actually press it down again and get some ghost prints from that on my board, so I kind of want that because it looks artsy fartsy and fun. Artsy fartsy and fun. Oh boy. There, look at that. So I took my daughters to pitching class this morning, and I was intending for them to work together, and I was gonna drink my coffee and maybe do a bit of knitting while this transpired, and the coach was in. She was actually, if you want to pitch for one, if you want to catch for one, I'll catch for the other one, and they can both just pitch the entire time. And you know what? Softballs are not soft, and they're very fast. And you know, I think you ought to have a minimum of 4 cups of coffee before you attempt to field them, because it's scary. So I think I'm going to invest in a face mask for myself before I go catch with them again. Oh my god, I never played sports as a kid, so so what I did was I basically tried to put that paper down the same way again, so that my circles lined up, and I did a pretty fair job. Not too bad, not too shabby. Now I have this this one, remember, we printed first, and what I think I'm going to do is maybe add some color to the outside, and maybe I'll go in with that magenta. Let's see what we can do here. I think I'll use a paintbrush. I just need a little bit more there, and I'm going to just paint it on there. Another cool thing you could do, and I'm totally going to explore this in another video, is to make a drawing and set it underneath the clear plate, because then you could see it, and then I could kind of paint my drawing and layer up different different colors. So I do my background first and pull a print, then I put on some foreground details, pull a print. I think it'd be really kind of fun, and you get some very interesting monoprints that way. So that's something to look forward to, or to completely avoid if that doesn't interest you. But I just think it would be kind of a fun thing to try. And I'm kind of, I want my brush strokes to kind of have some fluidity here. I think Van Gogh and Starry Night, you know, just that kind of like swirly, fluid brush strokes. So I want to kind of maximize that. Plus I'm only doing a couple prints, so I'm all right with using up all this paint in one go. I don't want to leave it on my tile. So I'm just going to kind of pull that around like that, going around the circles this time. And some of that residual will pick up, I'm sure, because there was still some left. All right, now I'll use my wipeout tools again, because, and these are the ones I bought at Judykins, remember, because they were way cheaper. So if you're going to a stamp show, first of all, if you go to a stamp show and Judykins is there, you have to stop by her booth. See, she is just the most charming, fascinating woman. She's so sweet. She does great demos, and seriously, I could stalk her all day. Please don't put a restraining order on me, Judykins. She's like, that lady is insane. I'm going to keep my eye out for her. So I'm just using these wipeout tools to kind of add some really defined lines that you won't really see until we pull the print, I don't think. All right, so now I'm ready to line this up, and hopefully, let's see, what side was up? That's a thing. That's where you get a little confused. That's where I get confused. It's like, oh, I completely forgot which side was up. But I'm going with this, and if not, it'll just be different, won't it? It'll be fine though. It'll still look cool. I don't think you can really do too much damage with these. It's not like they're gonna look horrible. Oh, there we go. Not too bad. Very funky. And you can see what I meant about the, I think you can see the brush strokes, just the kind of the wipeout marks there. I don't know. I might have put that on upside down. Who knows? Hard to say. All right, so now there's still quite a bit of paint on here. So what I can do is actually give it a spritz of water, and I can just kind of pull a cleaning print, but sometimes these turn out to be really awesome looking, especially as a background. Think about making your own wrapping paper, you know? I mean, I know it can be overwhelming, like, oh my gosh, what do I do with all these after I've made them? Oh, that's actually, I feel like this one the best of all. You never know. Isn't that kind of cool? All right, now I think I'll clean my brayer off while I'm at it, and just kind of brayer on here. And maybe I'll just grab up the stuff off my tile too. Just make an interesting background. And I actually grabbed some, when I went to the grocery store yesterday, they asked paper or plastic, and I'm like, well, paper, absolutely. So I got some brown paper bags I can do some prints on. Then you don't even have to worry about any sort of, oh, wait a minute. This would be kind of cool. Let's do this. Let's do this. So that way you don't even have to worry, because it was like totally free paper, and then it would make delightful wrapping paper or backgrounds for cards. You know, I'm not really worried about acid on my cards, because you know, they're cards, and they're probably going to be read once and thrown away. Or, you know, maybe they'll be on the refrigerator for a month. But, you know, I don't expect people to keep my cards for, you know, ever. Okay, I kind of do expect that, but let's be real, folks. Nobody keeps my cards forever. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, I like this. This is awesome. I really like that. I don't know about you, but I think that's really fun. And I mean, I could even go in and see if there are spaces that didn't print well and try to kind of hit them here. There's that kind of little spot right there. Maybe I can pick that up. Yeah, look at that. So, and then I can just kind of go around the edges and clean that up a little bit more. This is just so much fun. I really like it. I'm so glad I tried this because this has been, I've already got $20 worth of fun out of this, I gotta tell you. So there you go. If you have any questions, just leave them below. I don't know if I can help you because I'm a beginner at this myself. Well, you know, I have actually done gelatin printing for a while. But, so let's just show the ones that we made. Here, this is the one that I made before that I was kind of going by. This is one with an extra layer of stenciling on top. It's so much fun, and you probably already have these in your stash, so please give it a try. It's so much fun, and hey, it's using what you got. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting.